Hey guys, I'm Avail back again with another video. This time it is about three Nokia smartphones. One is this one, Nokia 8.1. Finally, I've got this device. I'm really excited to share with you guys my experience with this device. And after that, I'll be telling about my thoughts on Nokia 7.2 and 6.2. What I'm thinking about those devices which were launched, last week. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys why this Nokia 8.1 is a killer deal at present, which is available at just 13,945 rupees on Flipkart. Okay, if you have HDFC card, then you can get it at a discount. Okay, now why this is a really good deal for those people who are actually looking for a smartphone with really good build quality plus good cameras and stock Android. If your preference is stock Android, then this is the best phone that you can buy at present in India. And why? The reasons I'll be telling you now. So before we start, if you're new to my channel, then do hit the subscribe button to watch more videos of this kind. And if you've already subscribed, a big thank you to all of you guys. So let's get started. The very first reason is the build quality and the design of this device. It looks really different from other devices which are available in India at present, and it is having this glass design on the back, and with this metal frame it looks really premium. Even this camera module is having this metal finish, and on the top, on the bottom, the whole frame is of metal, and when you hold this device it really gives a really premium feeling, because it was launched at around 28k when it was launched back in December 2018. So when you are holding this device, you can say that you can feel really premium. Okay, so design and build quality is of top notch. Only concern is this big notch, because it is of no use, but it is still there, so you can ignore this. Then it's a really premium looking device, and you can feel the premiumness in your hand when you hold this device. Okay, so build quality, yeah, top notch, no problem. The second reason is the display on this device. It is having this Nokia's own pure display technology. What it does, when you play any SDR content on this device, it automatically converts that to HDR. Now let me show you by playing one video, how does it work. For example, on YouTube, you have these kind of settings now. HDR settings will be there for you to select. Suppose if I select 1080p and play this one, this will give you some idea about the picture quality. You can see that the colors are looking really vivid, and it is really close to really natural, and you can feel that you are just looking at the things in front of you, isn't it? You can see the quality here, and I can say that it really enhances the viewing experience when you watch any movies or anything on this display. It is really vivid, and the colors are really well saturated. So what do you think about it? The third reason is the processor, Snapdragon 710, which is a really powerful processor, I would say. And what I found is that you can play PUBG without any problem in HD graphics, plus quick battery drain is not there, plus there is no overheating issue, unlike Nokia's 6.1 Plus, which is having 636 processor. I believe I'm going to die now. But in terms of gaming, it's a really good device, and I'll be doing a dedicated video on gaming on this device, so do watch that to know more about gaming on this device. But in terms of day-to-day use, the graphics, as I told you, in games plus day-to-day use, there is no lag, nothing. It's a really good processor, and it's a really powerful processor. Let me show you the proof here. Okay, it is still in the memory, right? That's a great thing. The fourth reason is the cameras on this device. This device comes with this dual rear camera setup, 12 megapixel and 13 megapixel, and the highlight is it is having OIS, which is really rare under 20k, but it is having this OIS plus EIS, so that means you will have really good stabilized videos from the rear cameras, and the front camera is of 20 megapixel that can take really sharp images, but sometimes it over sharpens the photos. Here you can see one example, and it is really sharp, but it is looking good, and the edges, the color tones, it's looking natural, plus the edges are really good. The edge detection is also good. And one thing I've observed, that close-up photos are really good on this device. From the rear camera, you can see the close-up photos are really good, really good. And now please go through this video sample and do tell me, how is it? According to me, the OIS does make a difference and the stabilization is really good. Just check it out. So here is a sample from the rear camera of this Nokia 8.1, and it has this also enabled audio capture, so do let me know how good is it. And it is having EIS as well as OIS, so both are working, and I believe that the stabilization is really good. Now let's check the focus here, okay, and you can check that it is doing really good. Yeah, it's really good. Now let's do the test of stabilization. I'm working faster now, so do let me know how good is it, the stabilization. Okay, now the color shifting, okay, the dynamic range. So you let me know, do you think that it is doing really good or not? So I believe that you got some idea about the video stabilization, and do let me know in the comment section, is it good enough considering it is having this OIS? Do let me know. Now another thing that I would like to add here, I briefly compared this one with Poco F1, and I found that these cameras are better than the ones on Poco F1. That's really surprising, but it is actually. And I'll try to compare this with the Poco F1 if I get the chance. And that's it, guys. In case of cameras, this is the best one that you can have under 20,000 at present in India. And if your preference is stock Android, there is no question in that case, just go for it. Now other two things which are also really important. The one is the battery backup. Yes, it is having low battery capacity on paper because it is having 3500 mAh battery, but considering the 710 processor, it is doing good. And I found that if you're using it with single SIM, the battery backup really goes high. Actually, you can get around 6 hours 30 minutes plus screen on time. But if you use dual SIM, then it reduces to around 5 hours 30 minutes, 5 hours 40 minutes. So that is one thing that you have to consider. Another thing, this is one of the phones that is going to get Android 10 in this year, and it is already receiving Android 10. The beta version is available for this device. So what I'm going to do after reviewing this device for almost I think for 1 or 2 weeks, I'll be downloading the beta 10, Android 10, and I'll share with you my experience with Android 10. Okay, so according to me, this is a really killer deal at present, and you can get it just for 13,945 rupees from Flipkart. So just go and get it if your preference is stock Android and you really love Nokia phones. That's it, guys, about this device. Now let's talk about the other two devices, Nokia 7.2 and Nokia 6.2. So Nokia 6.2 and Nokia 7.2, these devices come with really identical design and size. I can say that they are almost identical. The differences are inside the processor and the cameras. They are different on both of these devices. Now let's start with the design. Both of these devices are looking really gorgeous, I would say, particularly the back with this triple camera setup. It is looking really good, really good. I'm really actually liking the design on the back. Yes, that's the first thing that I liked. Now, what about the display? Display is also same. Both of these devices are having the same display. HDR10 support plus pure display technology is there, so the display quality will be really good on these two devices. Next thing, the cameras. 6.2 is having non-Zeiss optics, whereas this Nokia 7.2 is having Zeiss optics. Nokia 6.2 comes with 16 megapixel wide sensor plus 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor and 5 megapixel depth sensor. Plus The front camera is of 8 megapixels, so that is a kind of downgrade, I can say. On the other hand, Nokia 7.2 has a really good camera setup. On paper, I would say. Plus, it is having gyro optics, so I can expect that the cameras will be better, far better on Nokia 7.2 with 48 megapixel wide sensor plus 8 megapixel, ultra wide and 5 megapixel depth sensor, and the primary camera 48 megapixel is going to use pixel binning technology to capture 48 megapixel photos. So I believe the 7.2 will be a really good camera smartphone. Now on the front as well, it is having 20 megapixel camera. So I believe the 7.2 will be the camera centric phone for Nokia. Okay, so these are the good things. The design is looking really good, plus the display is really good, the cameras will be good, I believe. Okay, the battery capacity is on a lower side, but it's fine, 3500 mAh battery. So I hope that the battery backup will be good, but I can't say this for Nokia 6.2. I'll tell you why. Okay, the main concern for the battery will be the processor used on Nokia 6.2. 636, Snapdragon 636, which is a really power hungry processor. We have already experienced it with 6.1 plus, and the battery backup was really good. Not good, really bad, and overheating issue was there. So this Nokia 6.2 is a, I can say that it can be a terrible device in terms of battery backup, and overheating issue will be there. Okay, another thing, the pricing of this device is I can say it's really high, because 199 euros, that amounts to almost 15,700 rupees in India, and they have started with 3 GB RAM. So if they launch it with the same price in India, then it is going to fail terribly, no problem for them. Okay, now if they launch it at around, I think 9,000, starting price at 9,000 for 3 GB version, and the 4 GB version can start with or at, I can say, around 12,000, then we can say that there is a chance for Nokia 6.2. Okay, otherwise it will, or it is going to fail in India, because in India nowadays the smartphone users, they really check the processor. Okay, for gaming, this is a really big concern for them. So Nokia 6.2, unless they launch it with a really aggressive pricing, is going to fail in India, according to me. Do let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this device? Yes, 7.2, it also comes with a really old processor, but the processor is good. Okay, and the performance is also good. I have also tried it on Nokia 7.7 Plus and Redmi Note 7. The performance is really good of 660. Plus there is no overheating issue. Gaming is also good. Okay, and plus the good thing is that Nokia 7.2 is having gyro optics, really good display, and the cameras are looking good. And if they perform exceptionally good, then Nokia 7.2 is going to have a good I can say market in India. Okay, otherwise if the cameras are also going to be not that good, that means both of these devices are going to fail in India, according to me. So do let me know in the comment section, what do you think about these two devices, and what is the topmost feature that you check when you decide to buy a smartphone. Do let me know in the comment section, according to you, which will be the priority, the topmost priority for you. Do let me in the comment section. So guys, this is the video about these three devices. Again, I'm telling you, Nokia 8.1 is a killer deal if you're going to buy it at present at just 13,945 rupees from Flipkart. That's a really terrible offer, okay, for stock Android enthusiasts. Okay, so that's it in this video, guys, and I hope that you liked it. And if you have liked it, then do hit the subscribe button and share your opinions in the comment section. So till the next video, guys, cheers.